Most gardeners focus on feeding plants directly, but the healthiest gardens are built from the soil up. When soil biology thrives, plants naturally gain access to more nutrients, better moisture retention, and stronger root development. One of the easiest ways to stimulate that living ecosystem is with ordinary rice. Today on Soil and Crops Central, we are uncovering 4 powerful rice tricks that help grow more worms, increase microbial activity, and create richer soil without relying on expensive products. These methods are simple, affordable, and capable of transforming tired garden beds into thriving growing spaces. Earthworms are among the most valuable workers in any garden. They continuously tunnel through the soil, improving aeration and drainage while mixing organic matter into the root zone. Their castings are packed with plant-available nutrients and beneficial microbes. Yet worms do not simply appear because conditions look good. They follow food sources. The key is understanding that worms feed primarily on microorganisms that colonize decomposing organic materials. Rice provides exactly the kind of energy-rich food that encourages microbial growth and attracts earthworms naturally. The first trick is using cooked rice as a fast-acting worm magnet. Cooked rice contains starches that break down rapidly when exposed to moisture and soil organisms. Within a short period, bacteria begin feeding on those starches, followed by beneficial fungi. This creates a concentrated microbial hotspot that attracts earthworms looking for food. The worms are not consuming the rice directly. They are feeding on the microbial community developing around it. For a garden bed measuring 4 feet by 8 feet, spread approximately 6 cups of plain cooked rice evenly across the soil surface. Gently press it into the top half-inch of soil and cover it with a thin layer of mulch. Water lightly afterward to maintain moisture. Repeat this process every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season. Use only plain rice without salt, oil, or seasonings. Small applications are far more effective than large piles because they encourage steady microbial growth while preventing excessive decomposition that could temporarily reduce oxygen levels in the soil. The second trick uses crushed uncooked rice as a slow-release biological feeder. While cooked rice delivers quick results, raw rice breaks down gradually. As moisture enters the cracked grains, microbes slowly consume the starches over several weeks. This sustained release of food creates a longer-lasting microbial population that keeps worms active in the treated area. To prepare it, lightly crush dry rice using a blender or rolling pin. The goal is to crack the grains, not turn them into powder. Apply 1 cup of crushed rice for every 10 square feet of garden bed. Mix it gently into the top 2 inches of soil, then cover with mulch and water thoroughly. Over time, the grains absorb moisture, soften, and become a steady source of microbial food. This method works exceptionally well when combined with cooked rice applications because it provides both immediate and long-term biological stimulation. The third trick is fermented rice water, one of the most powerful ways to feed beneficial microbes directly. Every time rice is rinsed before cooking, starches, trace minerals, amino acids, and nutrients are released into the water. Instead of pouring the cloudy liquid down the drain, it can be transformed into a living soil amendment through fermentation. To make fermented rice water, place 1 cup of uncooked rice into a bowl and add 2 cups of water. Stir thoroughly for 1 minute and strain the cloudy water into a clean container. Cover loosely and allow it to sit at room temperature for 48 to 72 hours. Once the liquid develops a mildly sour smell, fermentation is active. At this stage, dilute the fermented rice water using a 1-to-1 ratio. Mix 1 gallon of fermented rice water with 1 gallon of fresh water. Apply approximately 2 cups of the diluted solution around each mature vegetable plant once per week. For larger growing areas, apply 1 gallon of diluted solution per 20 square feet of soil. Always drench the soil rather than spraying leaves. The goal is to feed the microbial community surrounding plant roots. As those beneficial microbes multiply, they improve nutrient availability, strengthen soil structure, and provide additional food sources for earthworms. Many gardeners notice increased worm activity after several weeks of consistent use. The fourth trick focuses on compost piles and worm bins. Composting systems are some of the most effective places to multiply worm populations because they provide a controlled environment rich in organic matter. Adding rice accelerates microbial growth and helps worms process materials more efficiently. In a worm bin, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooked rice during each feeding. Mix it with vegetable scraps and bedding materials such as shredded cardboard or dry leaves. The rice encourages microbial colonization throughout the bin, increasing feeding activity and boosting casting production. In compost piles, apply approximately 1 cup of cooked or crushed rice for every wheelbarrow of compost ingredients. Layer it between green and brown materials and maintain moisture levels similar to a wrung-out sponge. The starches help beneficial bacteria expand rapidly, accelerating decomposition and improving the quality of finished compost. The real power of these 4 methods comes from combining them into one system. Cooked rice provides a quick microbial surge. Crushed rice supplies a longer-lasting food source. Fermented rice water boosts microbial populations around plant roots. Rice in compost and worm bins increases the production of compost and castings that can later be returned to the garden. Together, they create a cycle that continuously strengthens soil biology. For gardeners with depleted soil, this approach can be especially valuable. Hard, compacted ground often lacks both microbial diversity and earthworm populations. By feeding beneficial organisms consistently, the soil gradually becomes more porous, fertile, and biologically active. Water infiltration improves, organic matter increases, and roots gain access to nutrients more efficiently. These changes often translate into healthier plants and better harvests. One important principle is moderation. Excessive amounts of rice can create temporary oxygen shortages as microbes consume large quantities of organic material. Consistent small applications always outperform occasional heavy treatments. Think of rice as food for a living ecosystem rather than a fertilizer that must be applied in large amounts. Another advantage is affordability. A single bag of rice can support garden beds, worm bins, compost systems, and soil drenches for months.